So we operate on three main premises: social integration, academic integration, and economic integration. Where academic integration fits in is we wanted to promote higher education for refugees and immigrants. They all come in with, a lot of good credentials and we're actually very educated, but the problem is with North America and Canada in general is they don't recognize foreign education. So getting them into, graduate degrees or undergraduate degrees was one of our main goals. In the province of Quebec where we operate, we found that one of the obstacles or barriers was English proficiency examinations, such as IELTS or TOEFL, was not being offered to them anywhere. And that was a main prerequisite for all the universities. As soon as we offered that, our first class was 10, 15 students, and then around our second or third semester, we were around 200 students. That translated into admissions of 150 refugees into university within our first year, which is a very good metric. Then we pushed and wanted to tackle economic integration. So with economic integration, it was a bit tougher. But what we did is that we found what was the most in demand in the Montreal area as far as jobs are concerned. Aside from the basic, labor industry or what everyone perceives as refugees and immigrants going into, we found that the tech industry was actually the most in demand. While it is booming, there's just not enough skilled workers for that industry. So it came to the point where the demand was actually lowering the barrier of entry for these individuals to gain positions. So we started our own programming schools. We teach different programming languages and platforms. And from there, they actually gain some experience online and in industry, and they're able to land internships and jobs in that specific field. We also pushed for them to kind of bank on their entrepreneurial spirit and start their own businesses. We did that through the DevBlock Social Innovation Catalyst, which is just a fancy word for incubator. But we were able to, give them new opportunities, connect them to the right people in the industry, and really translate that business mindset to a kind of a Canadian standard. And lastly is our social integration. We do that kind of organically. We decided to, with all our services and our classes, we offer them to the public as a whole. So we have something called the 30-70 split, or kind of like the 50-50 split, where we ensure that at least 50% of the class are, Canadian locals to kind of improve their social network. So, the refugees and immigrants are in class and they're interacting with, the local community in a way that they wouldn't do on their own. And they're able to expand that social network, for either employment or education or referral programs or start businesses together. And that's been a very fruitful endeavor on our end and experience, and produced pretty good results. And that's it in a nutshell. I know I went on for a bit, but that's it.